today. From TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida, it's Week 9 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Cam Newton and the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on Kirk Cousins and the Houston Texans.
Smack dab in the middle of I-295 that encircles the city of Jacksonville in northeast Florida. There's a good look at TIAA Bank Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Jaguar team. They can't be any better as we hit the halfway mark. A perfect 7-0 on the year.
And when we looked at this team in August and we looked at the schedule, we thought they had the potential to get off to a hot start. I don't think either of us expected 7-0.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Texans, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
So out come the Texans for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their veteran signal caller. In his 9th season now, it's Kirk Cousins.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it in the middle of the schedule. Cousins now to throw on first down. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. So here the Jaguars in great field position already. And they'll be led out by the NFL's most valuable player from 2015. It's Cam Newton.
And what he's thinking about right now is first down, let's find a way to make a big play. Because when you get a sudden change situation and that defense has to rush onto the field unexpectedly, you might catch them having a defensive breakdown or not quite prepared.
And it was really sudden after the first play picked off. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Newton. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham.
Newton's pass.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 10.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Newton. That is caught right at the 10-yard line.
Newton's pass.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
It's now 4th down and 1.
They'll run for it with Akers. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And this Texans defense stands tall. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
Yards on the pickup.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now, if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind, trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap? A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
It's a gain of 6.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Cousins. A quick target here, complete to Metcalf. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A big-time play there for the Texans. 43 yards.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
2nd and 7.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 20-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. This one into the hands of Metcalf. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A gain of
in so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. DK Metcalf, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans have taken the early lead. Picking up where they left off before the open week that they had last week as they won going into that, and no signs of being stale.
No, and that's really big for them because there's a trust factor that goes into this because what often happens, if you win the game before your open week, you usually get more time off. But if you win the game before the open week, get more time off, and don't play well the next time out, that goes away. So they're making a statement that they like that time off.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Newton now to throw. He finds an opening past the 40. Caught left side. It's Beckham. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20.
Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. Back. Check. Look.
Play action. It's Newton. Buying time to his left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
3rd and long. It's Newton. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Newton's pass intended.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And not his best effort there, as this one's going to be spotted down just outside of the 40-yard line.
Kicking team.
Football 101, you've got to let the guy catch the ball.
You have to know the ball is there. You have to know it's arrived. Otherwise, you're going to get flagged every time.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. He'll find Metcalf. And the Texans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Chase Claypool with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Texans will add on to their lead.
It's never fun for a defense to run on the field knowing that they're having to defend a short field. Just the idea of trying to limit an offense in that position, daunting for a defense.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 20.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the 1st quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Newton. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Intended target was Cam Akers. 3rd down here.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
On 3rd down, Newton. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Intended for Robert.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. McCaffrey trying to escape, but he cannot. They get him in the end zone, and that's a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Akers. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
For the Jaguars. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line. That's the end of the first.
2nd quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. 2nd quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football. On 1st down, it's Newton. As they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
Newton's pass.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Now Newton. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
And 7.
They'll run here with Akers. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down.
Partner, in our years together, we've never really run into a player that's admitted a doubt or a lack of confidence, right? But right now, I'm just wondering about that interior line because on defense, they're starting to get manhandled at the point of attack. Do they have it in them to figure a way to reverse the tide? Because right now, they're running the ball at will.
And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
He's brought down by Deion Jones.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Newton, and this is incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over in your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They fake the give. Newton. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And now it's 2nd down. Throwing again. Newton under a heavy rush, and down he goes. In for the sack, Deion Jones.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Newton. Looking for Campbell downfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar in some discomfort down there on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Now a run with McCaffrey, twisting away. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out in the running game.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 10 more there and another 1st down.
1st down, Texans.
And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. This is McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best 1st half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
On 3rd down, Cousins. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And the Jags grab it. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
At the 37-yard line.
He's coming. Hey! He's coming. Double up. Check. Check. Hot.
Looking to throw again on second down. Newton, Campbell making the catch. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Give him 30 yards there.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
I'm coming after you. Hey!
To throw is Newton. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
First and 10.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Following the interception, Cousins. That's caught by Hollister. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Not sure what you're thinking here, partner, but I believe the officials have done a nice job here getting together and then coming out and indicating that there was a receiver in the area.
Absolutely, and he was in the area. Correct call made, no grounding. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To the air again, it's Cousins. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 34-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Cousins again. Completion here to Claypool. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 21. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
First down, here's Cousins. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll throw again. Cousins caught by the tight end Ertz. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
1st and goal.
That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. Again, it's Cousins. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon. And the Texans will extend their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so, that makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Peoples-Jones returning. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
On the return, the Jaguars take over 1st and 10.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times, but as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. He's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Now Newton on 1st down. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
The sideline and incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
20.
To throw again. Newton. Catch made here by Campbell. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 22-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
22-yard line.
Now a 1st down throw for Newton. That is caught inside the 5. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Paris Campbell in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the 2nd quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the 2nd half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12.
To kick off for Jacksonville.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this 1st half.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it.
Jaguars 9.
The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
That catch good for only a couple.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play.
And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a third time. Picked off right around the 43. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First down, Houston.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 30.
Throwing, Cousins, able to hit his target, Claypool. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
And the Texans first down.
They'll run with McCaffrey. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 13-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game, and I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield, picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
And goal.
Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. First and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
This is obviously a critical sequence for this defense if they want to stay in this game. Down 2 scores already. They give up a touchdown here. That'll make things really difficult for their offense moving forward.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Christian McCaffrey. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans push further out in front.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. The shotgun snap for Newton. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Steps away to his left. He'll try and run it. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Newton. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football. Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Now it's Newton. And his throw is incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Robert Tonyan, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars get a score closer.
Josh Lambo.
You got it figured out by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
And they're able to cut the deficit to 12. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
And now out comes Houston. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Back to the ground on 1st. It's McCaffrey. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
To the outside, that's complete to Williams. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver, and almost on a direct shot, able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
The throw over the middle taken in. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace, Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Cousins on first down. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First down, Houston.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the gun, here's Cousins. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
Isaiah White. Kirk Cousins.
And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to take...
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston.
Number 18.
Preston Williams with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Texans will add on to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A 10-play drive that time, and it results in the Texans finding the end zone. Peoples-Jones returning. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Peoples-Jones on the return. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10.
And the Jaguars getting set to go. And they were ultra confident coming in, that's for sure. They had won 7 straight, but number 8 not looking to be in the cards right now. Newton on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong shirt.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. On 3rd down, they're going to go with the option. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, he really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
From the gun, here's Newton. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
And this one's incomplete. Justin Jefferson, the rookie, his intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 4.
Again, Newton. Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They snap it to Newton. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. Now the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might give radio silence back.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey.
Christian McCaffrey on
that gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the fourth quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and minicamps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. McCaffrey. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. About a ½ yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. McCaffrey. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
A 25-yard attempt.
The kick by McManus is good. And that will extend their lead now up to 22.
38.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th. And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it? Peoples-Jones returning. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about.
Face mask. Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Throwing is Newton. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Trey Flowers. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Houston, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville,